And welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series NASCAR Racing Experience 300 from Daytona. We start this race from 33rd, our number 88 Helmet Chevrolet from Queen Motorsports, looking to defend our title. Lap 1, we're up to 32nd place, going by the 78 of Jesse Little. Down the back stretch, we move to 30th, going by Riley Herbst and Marco Andretti. Through the middle, she gets shoved from Trevor Bayne. We move up into 29th as 11 Justin Haley leads from Colleague Racing. We get stuck by the championship. We cross off the bottom here on lap 2. We move our way up into 23rd as we continue to fight forward. Now lap 2 into 3 and 4. We make our way inside the top 20, going by Josh Williams and Sam Mayer. Lap 3. We finish the opening stage back here in 19th after Corey Heim and I made some contact in the corner. Stacked us up, so we lost the draft at the end of the stage. Now restart stage 2, lap 7. Restart at 17th, trying to make our way forwards. Turn 1, we'll go up into 16th, going by the 19th Timmy Hill. On lap 7, make it past for 15th, on the very outside lane. Lap 7, we go back up to 15th, we're banging into each other here in the mid-pack section. Myself, Brett Malton, Carson Osavar, Ryan Choice, it's getting ugly. Lap 8, make it past for 9th, going by the 9 of Ben Rhodes, and the 66 of Tyler Hill with a great side draft. And lap 9, make our way into 8th, and we repass Tyler Hill and Quinn out. Down the back stretch, we're trying to get our way here into 4th, going by the 13 of Grant Enfinger. This is the last stop of the stage. Looks like the 11 Justin Haley's going to win the stage. Enfinger sideways. He's going to get loose and send down this word going on the grass around his Enfinger hovers the inside will cleans himself out. And we correct big time at the end of the stage. Justin Haley, your stage 2 winners. We are wrecking in the back. Myself went right back into the pack. Let's quickly get one last look at that. Yeah, you can barely see it, but yeah, I have. So now we're going to restart lap 13. We drop all the way back to all the way at the rear here for the final stage with 13 of Grant Enfinger, because of course we had some damage from wrecking at the end of the stage. So lap 13 we make our way inside the top 25 by Riley Herbst and Jesse Little. Lap 14 we make our way into the top 20 now. Lap 14 we're up to the 19th going by Anthony Alfredo. 15, we make our way up into 18th. We continue to try to charge our way back to try to lead our first laps of the race. 15, we go from 18th up to 17th, by the 26th of Ryan Truex. 15, we make our way up into 14th as we pass Chad Fincham and Tony Bradinger. Lap 16. As you see when Chad Fincham race at 15th, we're trying to 3 wide with my side, 7 Parsons. We gotta try to come up the block right here to the corner. A little bit too much around. That's right on my side. He'll spin. Parsons the wall. My side spins at the bottom of the racetrack. Caution. And we have 2 to go in regulation. We restart back in 11th, and on the restart we get aggressive. Get our way up in 9th. We know we gotta get up there to have a shot at Austin Hill and then Justin Haley and the Colleague Racing drivers. So we're into 7th on the exit of turn 2. In great position right now. Down lap 19, 3-4, we ditch Sam Mayer and Quinn out 3 right in the middle. We're to the top 5. And we go underneath Tyler Hill in the corner. That'll get us 4th position on exit the corner. And we go underneath 21 of Austin Hill, which will get us into 3rd place. And that's just the 11 to 16. Down lap 19 here, comes the white flag. We pass Carson and Hosts of all for 2nd, jumps out to the white flag waves. And now it's the 11, Justin Haley in front of us. Lap 20. We try to block the 11 for the lead. He's all the way up the racetrack. Contact. He's got the lead. We're blocking Austin Hill. Coming through. It's going to take chair flag. We're on the outside. Host on the inside. We go block this one. We're on this host. We're working big. And we win the stage. We win the race. And we got a major accident at the end of this race. The post car, he spins right back in the back. Blue Austin Hill gets shot out. We got a big red post car on Austin Hill. They both come back in the back. Vicious hits as we win the season opener here at Daytona in our title defense. Final race results: myself, your winner, Justin Haley, your runner-up, Carson Hosts of our 3rd, Austin Hill 4th, Jeremy Clements top 5, Sam Mayer 6th, top 10 for Chad Fincham. Tyler Hill going out late, ran around his top 10 to 9. Alfredo finishes 11th. Justin Allgaier finishes 12th. Jesse Bougie 13th. Corey Heim finishes 17th. Tony Brady down 18th. Trevor Bain in 21st. Landon Castle in 23rd. Mike Snyder 25th. Josh Berry 28th. Brett Locke 29th. Timmy Hill 30th. Sheldon Creed down in 31st. Riley Herbst 32nd. Ben Rhodes 34th. And Marco Andretti. Richard McClush finishes 35th. Now we head to see point standings at the moment. Where, of course, it is going to be Justin Haley, actually, the points leader. Over Austin Hill, Justin Allgaier, and myself. We are 4th in the points, and then Stephen Parsons, Tony Bradinger, Carson Osvar, Tyler Hill, Sam Mayer, Jeremy Clemens, Quinn Halp, Chad Fincham are the playoff cards at the moment. The first 4 out was Brandon Brown, Anthony Alfredo, Jesse Bougie, and Ryan Truex. Corey Hine 19th in the points, Trevor Bain 22nd, Mike Snyder 23rd, Landon Castle 24th. Josh Berry 29th, Timmy Hill 30th, Sheldon Creed 31st, Riley Herbst 32nd, Ben Rose 33rd, Marco Andretti 35th. Now we head to victory lane to celebrate with the group. The fastest lap of the race will go to myself with 45.889. And then Justin Haley led the most laps, leading 7 laps here at Daytona. And then on the move is, of course, going to be myself from 33rd to 1st, plus 32 positions here at Daytona. And the tough break is going to go to Ben Rhodes, start 9th, finish 34th, minus 25 spots. Rough finish for him, and now we head back to see the playoff grid. Now we're back to playoff grid. First listed it off at the end of the race results, so I'll just quickly scroll through the top 12 here for myself. Justin Haley, Austin Hill, Justin Allgaier, 7 Parsons, Tony Brady, Carson Hocevar, Tyler Hill, Sam Mayer, Jeremy Clemens, Quinn Halfin, Chad Fincham, Brandon Brown being 3 points below the cut line, Anthony Alfredo being 5 points out, Jesse Woogie, Ryan Truex, and Ryan Vargas all being 7 points below the cut line after the season opener at Daytona. And now we'll have a burnout, and after this burnout will be the Daytona 500. And I will see you at Daytona 500. And the burnouts have begun from Daytona. We have won the NASCAR Racing Experience 300 of the NASCAR Xfinity Series for our first win of the brand new season, trying to defend our Xfinity Championship in our McQueen Motorsports Chevrolet, where we came back from dropping all the way to the rear side of the final stage, driving our way up into the lead, and then blocking like our life depended on it to secure the victory. And now we burn it down in celebration, and after this burnout we'll have the NASCAR Cup Series Daytona 500. And that is the most prestigious race here. That's the Super Bowl in NASCAR. That should be a very, very exciting race. Let's see if we can defend our Daytona 500 title against the legends of the sports. I'm looking forward to that. Daytona 500 coming up right now.
It's been said you can tell everything you need to know about a person by looking them straight in the eyes. A roadmap into the soul.
20 years of frustration.
The heartbreaks.
Will win the Daytona 500.
The triumphs.
I want to say thank you from the deep of my heart.
Everywhere you've been and everywhere you're going. Welcome to Daytona. A place where if these walls could talk, you'd hear the echoes of every human emotion known to man.
It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line.
Except one.
Something's got to give. He's got momentum.
Fear.
It'll be exactly what we talked about before the race. Championship season. Here we go. It'll be on you.
The thing about this place, it'll either make you or break you.
Oh, big trouble. The field is flying apart.
A simple choice with extreme consequences.
It becomes harder to win every single year.
It's magnified, higher pressure, consequences are larger.
It's hard. You're racing against the best of the best.
I know that the only lap that pays is the last lap.
Today you can either get it done back, and no one cares how, as long as the wheels keep turning.
Hello, keep coming. The most anticipated moment in
Welcome to the 63rd running of the Great American Race.
They're side by side, right to the line. Here they come, checkered flag.
What are you really made of? This is the Daytona 500, and it starts now on Fox.
And we welcome you live from Daytona International Speedway as there is Chase Elliott, your 2020 champion, hoping in his 6th try to capture the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch, a 2-time champ, but 0 for 15 in the Great American Race. Will this be a Sweet 16 for him? And after Ryan Newman's wreck in last year's Daytona 500, he's back to try it again. A miraculous recovery. Great to see him at the track with his colleagues and fellow competitors. And Denny Hamlin, the story, trying to make history, become the first ever to win 3 consecutive Daytona 500s. And his car owner and partner, Michael Jordan, NASCAR's rookie owner. That's his team, his car. We've all seen the standard set for success by Michael Jordan. Fox Sports welcomes you to Race Day, presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. And we're bringing you closer to Daytona, the 500, the Great American Race. Our weather, so far so good. In the 70s, a little breezy, the sun out in between the clouds. There is a chance for rain. Hopefully, we'll get through all 500 miles and crown a 2021 Daytona 500 champ. We're at the Chevy Experience Center. And many thanks, by the way, to a NASCAR fan and country music superstar Blake Shelton. His new single, Minimum Wage, is out now. Minimum Wage, that's what you're working for, Blake, by the way. And today, NASCAR's biggest day and most important race with Jeff Gordon, 3-time Daytona 500 champ, and Clint Boyer. You know, Jeff, you're the California guy, Madison Avenue. He's the driver next door. He's from the America's heartland, right from behind the wheel, joining us. And nice to have you as part of our pre-race and part of the broadcast at NASCAR on Fox through the year.
All right, baby, we are back, and it's time to serve up the top 20 racers left in the field. What happens when the nice guy smile meets the outlaw smirk? You get 2 former Daytona winners in the 10 spot. Arizona and Georgia have strong representation in row number 9. Peaches and chimichangas for everybody. Well, Daniel Suarez has his plate full as he gives Corey LaJoie some good old-fashioned side-eye. In row number 7, 2 Mile Kyle is looking to finally go the distance with 2-time runner-up Ryan Blaney. And as NASCAR's favorite son continues to chase a 500 victory, he joins the fringe guy, Ryan Preece, in row 6. Make no mistake, a barbecue is not a barbecue unless there's some sliced bread. Joey Logano joins the only driver whose helmet has a thin edible candy shell, Kyle Busch, in a rowdy row 5. In row 4, behold the old dogs. You want a piece of my heart? Woof. Row 3 boasts the belle of the ball and Bubba. You want to be in the show? Scores will certainly be settled between these Southern boys in row deuce. And then there were 2. Slick Billy Byron buckles up beside pole sitter Alex Bowman, the showman, who's revving to take the Daytona spotlight once and for all. This is your starting lineup. Now grab a seat, please. Grab a napkin, okay? And once and for all, let's watch these guys eat.
Kevin James and the Netflix show is The Crew. If you're a fan of Kevin James, NASCAR entertainment, you'll want to tune in. We welcome back Michael Waltrip, 2-time Daytona 500 champion with us, and we have a unique way to present the grid walk here. Drivers are ready, and it's great. We have some fans in attendance here at Daytona International Speedway enjoying the flyover, ready to go 500 miles. And let's head upstairs. 20 years of NASCAR on Fox NASCAR, the Daytona 500 is always a great way to start the season. Most important day, an important race. And the guy to take us through it, as he has for the last 2 decades, with a couple of interesting guys by his side, Mike Joy. Mike, take it away.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, everybody. And Chris, thanks for the best pre-race show ever. That was fantastic. 20 years ago, when we launched NASCAR on Fox, I stood here with a mixture of excitement for the new season and trepidation. I had new booth partners, Darrell Waltrip and Larry McReynolds. I didn't get much sleep last night either. I've got a known quantity in Jeff Gordon, who's won the 500 3 times and is a member of the NASCAR Hall of Fame. And then Clint Boyer has 2 top 5s in the Great American Race. And how about 2010 in the backstretch? You were second to Jamie Mack.
Let me tell you something. That can happen so fast. So many times I've thought I was in the right spot at the right time coming into the closing laps of this Great American Race, the Daytona 500. It is so difficult to weather the storm in a 500-mile race and get to the end. I never got it done, but Jeff, how many times you get it done? Tell us. Go ahead and tell everybody how many times.
For all of the excitement, the pageantry, the speed, and the fun, every one of these drivers hoping to win the Daytona 500 got a harrowing reminder last year on the final lap of how dangerous this sport can be. Ryan Newman, who had that harrowing crash, is in this race today. Fox NASCAR brings you the Daytona 500. So let's have a look at the to-be starting grid and meet the 40 drivers in today's race. Hendrick teammates on the front row in Chevrolets. William Byron will go to the rear in a backup car. Austin Dillon won in 18. He starts right next to the driver. He spun out on the last lap to win it, Elmer Rowland. A couple of youngsters trying to make some noise. Christopher Bell and Bubba Wallace in Toyotas. And 2 former Daytona 500 winners, Ryan Newman in 2008 and Kevin Harvick the year before.
And row 5, Joey Logano, and beside him, Kyle Busch, 57 Cup wins, but never a 500 win. How about row 6, Ryan Preece, Chase Elliott, defending 2020 champion, never won the Daytona 500 yet. And row 7, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney alongside him, 2-time runner-up in the 500. Row 8, Daniel Suarez. You just heard his co-owner Pitbull give the command alongside Corey LaJoie.
Let me take this thing over. Row 9, pair of teammates, David Reagan, Michael McDowell. Row 10, our very own Jamie McMurray. Hasn't been in the cars in 2 years. Look out. Kurt Busch. And then Tricky Ricky Stenhouse, 2-time Super Speedway winner. Look out. Keep an eye on him and Chris Buescher, his teammate. Row 12, Matt Dinabetto and Brad Keselowski. That's going to be a good one to keep an eye on. Bad Brad. Row 13, Denny Hamlin going for 3 straight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 3 straight. And his teammate, Martin Truex Jr. Going to be a fantastic row there.
There's Rookie of the Year Cole Custer alongside Joey Gase in the 14th row. Double Xfinity champ Tyler Reddick with Chase Briscoe. Eric Jones now driving for King Richard Petty and 62-year-old 1990 winner Derek Cope. Quinn Houff in his second 500 and Ross Chastain moves to the Chip Ganassi team. Cody Ware makes his second Daytona 500 and the youngest driver in the field, 21-year-old Anthony Alfredo. Wisconsin Josh Bilicki is in his first 500 and B.J. McLeod in a brand new team that he co-owns with Matt Tifft. Then the drivers who were added to the field based on qualifying time, the Xfinity champ Austin Cindric, who won yesterday, and Kaz Grala from Massachusetts.
Let's say we dial up Denny Hamlin. Hey Denny, this is Jeff.
And welcome to the Daytona 500 here in the NASCAR Cup Series. We start the race from 38th and our number 6 Kohler Generators Ford Mustang. Lap 2, we try to get by Michael McDowell, Garrett Smithley. Make a little bit too much. No, there's a hole. There's a sideways corner. Sterling big contact trying to get up here. Myself, Matt Kent's Sterling Marlin. No, great big contact this Legends season. It's going to start out with a great race here on lap 7. We make way for fourth, going by Brad Keselowski and Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's David Pearson, the Silver Fox, and the King, Richard Petty, 1-2 here at Daytona. We climb away into third, going by Todd Gilliland. Lap 7 comes line. We got trouble. Todd Gilliland and Richard Petty around. We're going to stage on second as David Pearson, the Silver Fox, your stage one winner here at Daytona. Lap 11 here early in stage 2. We are going to side draft David Pearson for the lead. We're going to try to yeah, that lap, David Pearson. He took the lead for the moment, but we get the power down the backstretch. A nice big shove here from Kevin Harvick. That puts us back to the lead for just a smidgen, and we continue the great racing. We cross over David Pearson, go to the lead. We try to block. Oh, it's aggressive. After we drop back to second, David Pearson. Back to the lead here as we're trying to block Louis Stewart and Dale Jr. Lap 13, we're trying to hold Pearson back. We're just getting into him here, trying to block. Side drive, we come to the track, trying to block. It doesn't work. We put Pearson in the wall. There's a cluster. Now we drop back, and now here comes Tony Stewart to the lead. And then lap 16, we get a caution. So on the restart, we restart next to Tony Stewart, and we try to take the lead from him here. Cut to lap 18. Tony gets the lead back right there. We get Kyle Petty behind us, Ricky Bobby on the bottom. Lap 18, oh, we crack at the end of the stage. Tony Stewart wins stage 2. We finish second, and we call it a big wreck afterwards. Just hard racing, trying to get the stage win. Got into each other, wrecked it. Now lap 23, we're here making a pass for 5th. Here at the final stage of the Daytona 500. We're trying to make something happen. We make a pass for 3rd here. Underneath Dale Swords, Kevin Harvick 3 wide. That was Tony Stewart and Kyle Petty 1-2 here at Daytona. Lap 24, we make a pass for 2nd as we get Kyle Petty really loose. Gets a good shove from Kevin Harvick. And we force clear the 44 to get really loose safe. Now lap 24, Cole Trickle running his way to 3 and 4. And oh, the tire is going to, oh, there it goes. Go down, the big wreck. Cole Trickle into bubble walls. Lap 26, it cuts us as we have a great mountain momentum. And here comes Michael Waltrip and Dale Earnhardt Jr. for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated DEI 1-2 here at Daytona. Michael Waltrip. Lap 27, we got back by Dale Jr. for 2nd. Then we try to get by Michael Waltrip for the lead. Lap 27, we will. We take the lead away from Michael Waltrip, but his teammate Jr. is going to go with him on the top. It's going to be hard racing for the lead here at Daytona. Lap 27, we continue to battle intensely Michael Waltrip for the lead. As we get the bottom, we have the Fords on the bottom, they got the Chevys on the top. Lap 28, we drop like seconds. Michael Waltrip back to the lead here at Daytona. We're just trying to hold on. But Kim Jr. and Edwards, the big run on the top. We have Tony Stewart on the bottom. Now we drop back to fourth. Michael Waltrip goes by. Dale Jr. goes by. Carl Edwards goes by. But Tony Stewart gives us a shove. Lap 29, Tony shoves us right past Carl Edwards. We're down to 3rd with the DEI Chevrolet, looking to reestablish DEI Daytona dominance in our legend season. Now we make a pass for 2nd at Dale just by inches. Here comes Kyle Petty on the bottom. We gotta go down to cover him off. We do. And on 29, we drop back to 4th as Junior Michael Waltrip. Got the momentum on the top with Carl Edwards again. Lap 30, make a pass for 3rd, another 99. But it's DEI in the last lap of the race. 1-2, might be trying to corner Dale Jr. It doesn't work. Now we're going to pay the prices. We're going to drop down the order here, trying to hold on to whatever positions we can find. So we end up hooking Harvick. Around goes the 4. We dump Harvick. Hill Reka is coming to the line. Michael Waltrip will win the Daytona 500. Can you believe that? Mike did it. Michael Waltrip wins the Daytona 500. Dale Earnhardt second, Kyle Petty 3rd, we finished 4th, and Tony Stewart rounds to the top 5. Dale Earnhardt in 6th. My goodness, Michael Waltrip has won his 3rd Daytona 500. Fastest lap of the race will go to myself with a 44.256. Tony Stewart led the most laps, seeing 10 laps here at Daytona. Once again, comes up short of the 500. On the move myself from 38th to 4th, plus 34 spots. And then the tough break is going to go to Cole Trickle. Start 3rd, finish dead last, minus 37 spots. A rough finish for Cole. Now the race results. As I mentioned before, Michael Waltrip wins the Daytona 500 and is into the playoffs if he can stay in the top 30 in points, which I think he will have no problem doing. Then Dale Jr., the Pied Piper Daytona runner-up, right behind his DEI teammate, scenes of 2001 Daytona. Then Kyle Petty 3rd. Great finish for him. We finished 4th, coming up just short of yet another Daytona 500 win, and we do not get it this time. Tony Stewart comes up short once again here at Daytona 500. Dale Sr. comes home 6th, Daniel Suarez 7th, Christopher Blythe, Carl Edwards 9th, and Cole Custer rounds out your top 10 here at Daytona. Then Ricky Bobby in 11th, Joey Logano 12th, Kyle Larson 13th, Michael McDowell 14th, Noah Gragson 15th, Garrett Smithley 16th, top 20 for Career Racing, Kevin Harvick 17th, Kurt Busch 18th, Sterling Marlin 19th, Ryan Preece rounds out the top 20. And then 21st will be Brad Keselowski. 22nd will be Martin Truex. Jimmy Johnson is 23rd. Harrison Burton is 24th. Jeff Gordon finishes 25th. The King finishes 26th. Timmy Hill 27th. Todd Gilliland 28th. Chase Elliott 29th. Kyle Busch 30th. And then the bottom 10 drivers, the Silver Fox, David Pearson finishes 31st. Bubba Wallace 32nd. Kaz Grala 33rd. Daniel Hemrick 34th. Alan Kulwicki finishes 35th, Ryan Blaney 36th, Ross Chastain 37th, Denny Hamlin 38th, Matt Kenseth 39th, and Cole Trickle DNFs finishing in dead last. And now we head back to see the playoff grid and point standings. That's right. We won't see the standings right away, but now I will show the standings after this clip ends right here. And so the standings after the first race of the season, Daytona 500, will be coming up right now.